Alright guys, something huge came into the mail the other day, and I want to thank Spence from CORE4X4 for these. These are the upper rear control arms that I've been wanting to get. Alright guys, these are the upper rear control arms. They were sent to me by CORE4X4. I want to thank them very much for this. I couldn't got these without them. I love the rears so far so much that they sent me the rear. I'm at the rear lower. These are the rear uppers. Now give me a minute while I cut this box open. I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I have the upper rear control arms. Thank you, Spence from CORE4X4 for sending these to me. And I'm going to be installing these right now. These are just as heavy duty as the lowers, and I'm very, very happy with the lowers, but I also wanted the uppers, and I couldn't get them yet. So thank you, Spence, for sending these to me. This is huge. For anyone that is having any kind of wheel hop issues, CORE4X4, they are awesome. I'm going to test them out on the track as soon as I can and give you actual track results. And street results so far are great. They plant to the ground very well with just the lowers. Now I'm going to have the upper and the lower, so they should plant even better. Let's get these things installed. Alright guys, these bolts are stupidly tight to get on. I had to go out and buy a breaker bar to get them off. But these are the uppers. The lowers you can see already in. These are the uppers. I can't hold this and do this, and my cordless impact doesn't have the power to just rip them right off. If I had the upgraded DeWalt, it would, or the upgraded Milwaukee, but not my version. My version doesn't have enough, so I had to get a breaker bar, break them off. As you can see, they're off now. I have to do it to all four on the other side. It's going to be a little bit of a process, but it's getting there. And I'll show you when it's this one's on, and I'll show you when that one's on. Alrighty, we got one rear out. Breaker bar is a huge thing. I also put on some liquid wrench penetrating oil to help break it loose. But this guy is out. It's gonna go to here, to there. And yeah, we're gonna put this guy in. I'm gonna put, oops, sorry. One of these guys in. And get these things going. Alright guys, one side fully done. Now, the other side's probably going to be just as hard. No bullshit, because these things took a while to come off. But they are on. Just going to give them an extra little snug tightness. Now I got the upper and lower rear control arms. Thank you, CORE4X4. Alright, we just got the driver's side rear upper control arm off. As you can see, it was a pain because there's no room. 2 inches here. As you can see, there's no room there. Brake rotor's right here. So it did take a little bit longer. Like I said, I did the same thing, sprayed it with the liquid wrench, helped to get it off, broke it off loose, and then I finished it up with the impact when it became loose enough. And I'm gonna put it back on, tighten everything up, and we're gonna go for a drive and see how they all feel. It's probably not gonna feel much different. Maybe at hard launch it might, which I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now. I just want to show you guys what it takes to do these. The uppers are a little bit more difficult than the lowers because the lowers there's really nothing in your way, maybe except for this, but you can still get a wrench in there. But down this way, there's nothing in the way. This side is definitely a little bit more difficult than that side. And I'm gonna show you the finished product when everything's done and how they look. On the other, well, you saw the one side, but I'll show you this side also. All right, guys, we are finished. Upper and lower are both in now. Thank you very much, Spence, CORE4X4. Check these things out. These things are awesome. Much better than them old school, you know, weak ones. Both sides are in. I'm just going to throw the wheels back on. This side is also done now. And like you said, everything is tightened down really good. And now I have the upper and lower CORE4X4 rear control arms. Thank you so much. These things should help tremendously at the track. It's mainly what I got them for, and for the street. Hopefully they keep it planted as well as I want with all the power I have and the 4,000 stall on this truck. But they are on. and I will do a little review as soon as I throw the wheels back on, and I'll take it for a drive, and I'll get first impressions with upper and lower on. Have a good one. All right, guys, I finished up the upper rear control arms, and this is my first drive with both of them on, the upper and the lower. I did have the lower on for the past week or so, and I just want to, give my first impressions with the upper and the lower on. And so far, just leaving my driveway, it's smooth. I mean, it was already smooth, you could feel it, but I just, I don't know, maybe it's in my head, but I feel like it is a much smoother ride with just the lower, and I'm thinking with the upper, it's going to be even smoother. I haven't really done any full launches with it yet. I haven't done any 4x4 launches with it yet. I'm definitely still nervous to do some 4x4 launches considering what happened last time. But I will be doing them again, because if I have to data log the J, the only way to get traction and give him a clean pass is to run 4x4. Now, I've never, even the day before the track, or even a couple days before, I've never had wheel hop issues until that day at the track where I broke the training. And I don't know if that, I don't know. It's just that maybe it was a freak thing. It happened 2 times in a row, and it happened. But I've never had wheel hop issues. And now, I did have some traction issues before when I went to the track a bunch of times with the 4000 stall. And the amount of mods I have a good amount of power for being an NNA Ram, and I have a big stall. This thing launches very hard, and I got I just wanted control arms to help plant the rear to the ground a little better, and not really for wheel hop issues, just for traction issues. And I'm hoping they actually make the truck launch a little bit harder. Like, I don't know, but I just wanted to get full on grip and grab and go. With the weather getting a little warmer, I don't see that really being too much of an issue. I also, when I went out last time, I just did a little launch there, but when I, the last time at the track, it was the first day of the track. It was 30, high 30s, low 40s, and I was, there were no big tire cars to really lay down some rubber at the track. It was only test and tune street cars. And I actually was the very first car down the track. I was the first one in line, which I usually am when I go to the track. I like to get there right when it opens, before it gets really crowded on a Tuesday or Friday night. I like to get all of my runs in, just in case it does get crowded. I don't pay $25 to race and get 1-2 runs in. I like to get there early, because we were hot lapping. There was nobody there that day. There were maybe 10 cars there that day, and I had 3 runs in possibly 20 minutes. They were hot lapping us, and that's when we broke. It sucked. But now with these control arms on, I'm hoping this doesn't happen again. No more wheel hop. Hopefully this completely eliminates wheel hop. I mean, so far, I really like these things. They are really good. I would recommend them to anybody. Get CORE4X4. They are awesome. But the track is where I'm really going to test them out at to see if they really plant the rear really good. I know they're going to take away wheel hop. I already know that from everybody that gets them. And that's mainly, I think, what they're for, is to eliminate your wheel hop. So I'm just hoping they do a little bit more for me and plant the rear a little bit better. But the wheel hop was what broke the truck. That's why I got them, because braking was the scary. It sucked. This was my daily driver, and I didn't have a truck for a month. Like I said, good thing I was away, and I could use somebody else's vehicle. But if I was not away, I would have to, I don't know what I would have to do. That actually kind of helped me out being away for that month, that I didn't have to take my truck back and forth to work every day. We had a vehicle up there as a work vehicle, and we just used that. So we just can't have that happen again. Cannot happen again, considering I race my daily. Yes, you know what I mean? I don't have the money for a side race car. I do want to get a beater car, though. That is true. I want to get a car for like $1,000 or something, just in case something does happen. Drive to work every day. Take the wear and tear off of this, of driving back and forth to work. And if something happens to that, who the hell cares? I have this. And if this breaks, say it goes to the track again, something breaks, because anything can break when you're in the racing game, I have that to take to work every day. So vice versa, either way, it's going to help benefit itself of getting, say, a beater car. Would I like a non-beater car, a real nice car? Yes. But not everyone can afford, has money to buy a bunch of nice cars. My wife has a brand new car. I have a brand new car. We all have $400 car payments. So, it's up in the air with that. So yes, I do want to get a beater car eventually. But for now, stick with racing my daily driver. You know, it's a risk every single time I go to the track. My wife even tells me, but it's, you know, it's a passion that, you know, anyone that races their daily and doesn't have race cars on the side, they take that risk, and that's what it is. As you can see, I got a baby seat. It's a risk that I take, and it's a risk that, you know, that is what it is. I have a lot of mods in my truck, and it's fun, and I very much enjoy racing this truck and having a good time with it. So we're going to get back to the track as soon as possible, possibly this Friday. We will see how it goes. All right, but until then, you know how it is. Peace.